In my prior video, I was talking about being sexually abused for many years. Yeah, that's part of my trauma today. Specifically today, I feel very disappointed. I've been fighting against a monster that is trying to eat my life, and that's called college. The aftermath of being abused and receiving treatment, like I've had the opportunity to be hospitalized a couple of times, brings a lot of psychological disorders. This includes the PTSD, general anxiety disorder, agoraphobia, many others. It could bring also dyslexia. The reason why is because the brain is like a whole bunch of drawers. You have 4 drawers on this side and 4 drawers on this side. When you go through hypnosis, guess what? The drawers start emptying themselves. And what happens with that is that your skills, your language, and many of the things that you knew how to do in the past are there like in a memory, but you cannot use them because you just got over fear. And now the fear is to face the world. Therapy doesn't help you to get ahead and go out there and do the crazy things of the world if you're in your right mind. It could slow you down. It slowed me down. I'm registered with the disabilities office at the school. The people at the office in my college are fabulous, but the outside world that they have to deal with is a piece of crap, including professors and students and deans. They think they live in a bureaucracy, not a democracy. They impose their own rules, and they see the world how they want to see it because they have imposed the wrong rules. They're not pro helping somebody that has a disability or has a difficulty with learning. They do not see the bright side of you having many psychological disorders because of whatever. They don't have to know why. They make you go through tests. You have to pay a psychotherapist. You have to go to this. You have to da. It's a whole list that costs you money and costs you time. And by the time you register, the only accommodations they have, you can sit next to the door. You can take breaks. You can double your test time. Double it. It never happens. It never fucking happens. And you can use a tape recorder. But that professor that you take the class with, the idiot that you take the class with, because you have to, doesn't ever approach you to make you excel. I take 3 classes in college. I take a speech class, which I'm very good at. I take a biology class, which is also more like the speech class because you have to do PowerPoints. And I have a reading class, which is Miss Riley. And God bless that woman, because she has not left my side 1 minute since I sat there in her classroom the first day. But the biology teacher, she thinks that she can do whatever she wants. She can make fun of me writing things on my paper in red and strong. I know about psychology, so I can tell by somebody writing something to me. The speech teacher, she isn't a college level, but when I talk about psychological disorder in my PowerPoints, my presentations, she says I'm difficult. She's always criticizing me. And believe me, I wish you were sitting there and just looking at my progress. I started using flashcards. I started using a lot of paper and reading from the paper. At this point, I have trained myself. I have pushed myself with all the effort that I have in my heart, and I'm not using any of that. When everybody else is mumbling in the classroom, trying to make up things, and you know what I mean if you've done a PowerPoint before. And all of that effort for her, it's nothing. There's always something wrong with the things that I do. So you know what? This semester I'm gonna finish. I'm not gonna give up. I'm just gonna disappear from the picture a little bit. And then I'm gonna keep on going with my project. If you're in the same position where you think people don't understand you, they don't meet your needs, you just need to take a break. Okay? Let them take a break so they can think about what they did, and you take a break to think how you're gonna move on from that, because you need to reprocess. If you need to take a couple of psychology classes to understand their stupidity, do so. It's gonna do you so much good, because you're going to understand that it happens because they're stupid, they're ignorant, not because there's something wrong with you. Never stop your project, and just keep on working on what you're doing to make a difference in the world. Us survivors deserve a chance. And guess what? The world out there deserves a chance that we could bring to them, even if they refuse to it. Why? Because they're so used to their selfish ways, because they're used to be rude and cruel, because why? They're living. We're survivors. People are afraid. They're terrified of survivors because we know how to handle it. They don't know how to handle it. Why? Because they never had a difficult situation to handle like us in their lives. So just keep on going with your project. Take a break. And then fill up your heart with strength and move on. I'll be here for you. Just leave me a comment or send me a message so I know what you think about this. Good luck.